I'm the best, I'm the best, and I gang, on my own. Get my way up, and I go, If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I gang, on my own. Get my way up, and I go, If I touch it, then it's cold,
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's WildCard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A handoff, running left, Henry. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Again, it's Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Henry running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Ryan. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure gap.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Pierce will try to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 22. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 22 yards. And the Texans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Ryan. A check down here for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the air now with Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hilliard now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Ryan's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Flushed out right. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Titans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 88 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, That'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. That's caught at the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Pierce now up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
On 2nd and 12, Willis caught by Woods. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
That will throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Newton. On a slant, here's Collins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run here with Pierce. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and goal. Newton. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 29, Willis. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Henry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Now Willis.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing, Willis.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first. And that way, you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Willis gets his shot in overtime.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And right side, Henry's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Starting to put together a nice drive. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First and 10, it's Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess I'm